All right, let's go over to the daily specials section on the DraftKings Sportsbook. We're going to ask you your favorite bet there. So you can pick which team will have the most points tomorrow on the entire slate, which player will have the most assists. So either one of those bets. Is there anything there that catches your eye, Nick? Obviously you can pick from the teams or the player section.
To be honest, I was looking at that Celtics Knicks game, which, I think we're seeing Knicks plus 1.5 right now at home in this game. And I feel like both these teams are kind of mired in similar slumps right now. Boston just can't seem to get any continuity going. New York, has had some absences and just really struggled to score the ball. Garion hit on, the slow pace that they've been playing at right now. The under in that game is something I would target. I would also look at Jaylen Brown's points, rebounds, assist prop. I know we just touched on Jason Tatum's, but Jaylen Brown's is at 31.5 tonight. And, eventually you're probably going to see some of the numbers that he's put up lately be redistributed a little bit between some more of their contributors. But his last 8 games, he's scoring 31 points alone. And then you add in 7.5 rebounds, almost 3 assists. He's been on fire. Had that 50-point game against Orlando over the weekend. So, we've talked a few player props. He's somebody that I'm targeting tonight.
Okay, so I have been informed that I had the old question there. So here is the actual question. Sorry about that, Nick. Celtics favored by 1.5 tonight. Now, who do you like? And then is there a specific bet in that game that we're looking for? So Nick already gave us his answer. Thank you, Nick, for saving the segment. Matt, let's go to you next.
I don't really have a strong feeling on this game. Like the game opened to pick 'em and the Celtics are minus 1.5 now. And I think that's justified. Like the Celtics should be small favorites. So if we were doing this segment last night and the Celtics were even money and you could bet them then, like, sure, I would have liked that. But yeah, it's tough because I think the Celtics are generally a pretty undervalued team right now. They just haven't been playing to their talent level, and they are a lot more talented than the Knicks are, but they're on a road back-to-back. They just lost a tough home game to the Spurs last night. Now they have to travel to New York from Boston. So like the schedule sets up better for the Knicks, and that's, I think, why this spread is closer. So this is just like a long-winded say of I'm leaning Celtics. Like I think the money line is reasonable, but I think it's pretty close to fair. So this is like very minimal value at best, but I do think the Celtics win the game.
All right, Gary, you like Tatum. Do you like Celtics though? That's the question.
Yeah, I would lean Celtics. I think right now, just sort of fading the Knicks in general. It's a team that's 5-11 ATS at home this season. They're actually 0-7 ATS their last 7 games as an underdog. They just don't seem to be able to beat teams. I don't want to say like good teams because the Celtics haven't really been that good the last 3 weeks, but teams that are at least in their stratosphere, they've struggled with immensely. And I think Matt's right. The books are catching up to this. The fact that the Knicks aren't favored in this game at MSG against a Celtics team on the second night of a back-to-back that's been losing games kind of really says it all. But yeah, I would lean Celtics. I would also lean to the under, as Nick was talking about. Again, the Knicks basically running fewer than 95 possessions per 48 minutes. That is from a different era of the NBA. So they also clearly know without a point guard that they just have to slow things down.